Good morning, everyone, and welcome. Before we start, we have a disclosure. Please be aware a risk in the future. Trade in all our videos for educational purpose only. You're very welcome to follow any of our automated signal as long as you are on SIM. We're not responsible for your trade. We just have the news came out. Now it's 10 o'clock, and the market is a little mixed reaction on the last news. So we are going to wait a couple minutes to see what the reaction the market is going to take. At the same time, we already done. We already hit 1,000 in the morning, and what we are going to do on this auto trade, we are going to reload, and we try for another 1,000 between now is 000, and now it's taking a short trade, and we will see if we can nail 1,000 in 1 hour. Also, we are doing a test on, it's not released yet, but we are doing a new test on a scalper where it does not take a lot of trades, and it takes only in a certain criteria, so that can avoid many trades. So I'm keeping my eye on it. We will watch it as well. We will wait a little bit to see how the market going to react, and then we will give it 5 minutes, and then we will start. On the right hand chart, those charts are coming from the market analyzer: buy orders, sell orders, and also we have the ES is the same auto trade, and those are the trades at this moment on the 5 range and based on one contract, and now we have 400 on this ES 5 range, and we'll see what happens. For the NASDAQ, we just started the NASDAQ auto trading, and it is on 000. So this is the first trade on the NASDAQ 7 range. We try to get $1,000 between 10 and 11. So we'll see if this trade is going somewhere or is going to close. It closed the first trade with 195 and took another short right now. It is extremely fast auto trade, and on the first trade we nailed 195, and we'll see what happened on the next trade. The next trade, it is very fast auto trade. We are 215, and we're still on 215 on that trades, and we have to wait a little bit. This market not moving at all, and we will hold on a little bit till the market. There is no short. There is a re-entry on 20,016, and there is a re-entry on the ES 5,742. We will wait a few minutes for the market to settle down. We are 40 plus, and we have a new trade on the Nasdaq. We're trying to get 1,000. This is a good trade, a very good trade. Here is the re-entry right there. So this is it. Re-entry long, and I'm gonna close that position, and now we have 405 closing position. I need to step out for 1 second to hand over my car key. They delivered the car, and it was in the shop, and I'll be right back. The market is still flat, but look at this. We have a sell signal. The re-entry is 57.47. This is the re-entry. And this is the re-entry on the NASDAQ right there, 20,056. 20,056. If the NASDAQ sink below that line here, this is the re-entry. You don't have short trade. You don't have a short trade. And for the NASDAQ, it is, we are about done with 1,000. We are about done with 1,000. This is 720. And when I was getting my key and it was taking that trade, actually I don't like those brand new cars. I don't like the hybrid motors. I don't like all those sophistication cars. I have an older convertible Mercedes. It's an older type, and I refuse to change it. And it's an older, have a very good engine, 350 engine, and extremely fast car, and it's been played with the computer chip, something that not even high performance cars can beat that car. But I will never sell that car to those new cars. So I always maintain that older car because I like this older car. I don't like those brand new cars. When one time the Mercedes gave me one of the new car to drive it so they can deliver the car next day. When I was driving it, it looked like you are sitting in a computer game, and you don't feel you driving a car. And I would not have that car for even $1,000. You know, it's everything is just like a dashboard, it's a computer. It was so nice to go back to my older car. So my older car is this. I don't like those new cars at all, you know. So I don't know why people has to use money on the new cars. So mine is it's like maybe now is 15 years old car, and I refuse to change it, you know. And it's a diesel with 6-cylinder with a high performance, and it's a 350 engine. The car can fly, and why changing it to hybrid car break down after 90,000? So, and all what you have to do to it, changing the brakes once a while, changing oil, filter, and keep going. I have already 250,000 on it, and still driving like a brand new, you know. So I don't like those new cars. So now we are still on 750. We're trying to get 1,000. For the ES, the same Autotrade, we are on still 500. I don't know if you can see this on YouTube. We are on 562, and here it is. So they are doing extremely good when there is volatility or the market sideways. Those auto trades, they do very well. And now on the ES we have 737, and if you take a trade that goes to your direction, it's not going to add. And if the market goes the opposite direction, then start adding and trying to get the average price and get out of it. It is a total good idea for a micro account, and the damage is very limited on your account, because eventually you close that trade, and instead of being a losing trade, it will be winning trade. Now on this one we are working on it is, I don't know why the NASDAQ has not been taking a trade yet, but, and the CL has not been taking. This one here we're trying to test, trying to get something where not very aggressive, and we're trying to build something for a trader. Still refuse to look at the market condition. So this one here can still have to have a certain condition before it takes trade. And as this one here took one trade only, is the opposite of this one here. This one here is very aggressive, the gray one. The white one we are trying to build, it is little bit in control, not aggressive trading. And now we are down to 625, so we'll see if we are going to catch a trend here. And let's see if we are catching a trend on the NASDAQ. So if we see a new trade, we are testing a new scalping system. And this new scalping system does not require optimization. Trailing stop loss is automatic. Everything is automatic for people don't know how, has no clue what's going on in the market, which we have plenty of those laying around somewhere on the planet. So this is the last trade on the NASDAQ, and we always try to get 1,000 on that. But on the NASDAQ 7 range, you need to keep your eye on it. Absolutely, you cannot just turn it on and forget it. I'm not sure, sir, if I recorded the webinar on Monday. We send out template bent on Monday. There are new templates I sent out, but we didn't do any education. We send out template on Monday. Okay, we are 705 and 737 on the NASDAQ, and it's taking another short trade. I should have closed that trade manually, but I did not. The last trade on the ES on the NASDAQ. So let's look at the market condition to see what's going on. You see the market came in right to the entry point, and it didn't fell below as expected, and the NASDAQ stayed on that line, and it's coming down to the 20,011. The NASDAQ start losing the ground. So on the NASDAQ, there is no more long trade at this moment. There is no long trade at this moment on the NASDAQ. Be careful with the NASDAQ. Don't let the NASDAQ fool you. Be careful with that trend, because the sellers a little bit over the buyers, and the indication here does not give you there is a strong trend long. So this is, it can turn around any minute and drop in red. So don't let it fool you. Start getting strengths. If you notice, we need to see a little bit more green in here to trust the market. Right now the market is not trustable, you know, so be careful with that. On the ES, it's not taking any trade at this moment. We still 737. be careful with this long trend. If you are taking a long trend, you have to be careful with it. It's not going to last for a long time. It's going to drop again. So if you're auto trade taking a long trade, be careful. Keep your eye on the mouth to close position. If it's going to the opposite direction, goes against you, you immediately need to close it, because this is a fake move and it can be dropping any second. So you gotta be careful. It's not fully strength right now on the Nasdaq. This is scary to take a long trade. Keep your hand close to the mouth. So if you can override the auto trade, that will be really nice. If it goes against you, of course. You have to do this sometimes. The one from the market analyzer, if you correct it or you move your trailing stop, the auto trade will automatically readjust your trade. Your trailing stop automatically will readjust it for you to the fib line. You can move it and leave it, and then the auto trade will readjust it to the proper places automatically, of course. We were up 700, and now we dropped to 200. Welcome to trading. So I had a couple bad trades, and now we are back to 330 from 700, and here it is. Welcome to trading. So on the road again, we're trying to build, that tells you that keeping the auto trade longer does not mean more money. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. You see, no matter what direction the auto trade is taking a trade, this market is not really helping. It's like going one step forward, two step backward. It's like this. Look at this. It's like going to the dentist. Wants to get up, but it cannot. Look at this. And then start sinking up, sinking up. The market is extremely flat. Finally. And you can see how small the trades are. We are up 400 again. And we were up 700, and now we are up only 400. But this auto trade recovered immediately, and there is coming to the target. Now you can see the NASDAQ is all in a green. The buyers over the sellers, and this is it. This is the takeoff on the NASDAQ. And we are expecting to take off. Now 455, and you can see where is the red already took advantage of it. You can see where is the red coming and already took advantage of it, but then a flat again, and now taking a long again. So we are 465. We were 700, and now we are 465. I covered the CL12 range, and the CL12 range is doing very well, and extremely well. There is no losing trade on the CL12 range. There is no losing trade, not even one. And now it's hitting, I mean, the 12 range is big, and it's not hitting any. It's not losing any trade on the CL12 range. going to close it. I think this is it. Still missing one tick on the ES, on the CL. We are 4 ticks away from the target. The target 98, we are 94, 94, 95, and we are still missing those 3 ticks to hit the target on the CL. There is a new buy signal on the 6B. There is a new buy signal on the 6B. Here it is, a new signal. Those white charts coming from the market analyzer signal, and you can see on the ES based on one contract you got 139 ticks into profit. 140, that's 1,750 based on one contract. On the ES we have 2 contracts, so it's double the amount. On the NASDAQ we have 396 ticks into a profit, 1,920 based on one contract, but we have 2 contracts here. So those 2 charts coming from the market analyzer signal. And seems like we are a couple ticks away for the CL to close position. We still need 2 more ticks for the CL to close position. 2 more ticks. It is the longest 2 ticks I ever seen. Here it is. We are missing a couple ticks to close that trade on the CL. The swing trading finally kicked in on the ES. Oh yes, Vito, the swing trading is doing well. Today we got hit with the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, when we started, I like the NASDAQ 4 minutes swing trading. But today, because the volatility this morning, we were down 1,500, but we got 6,600. So we are around 3,000 in the plus. I'm still waiting on the CL to close position. let's look what's going on in the NASDAQ. It's between those two yellow lines. The re-entry is 20,119. The target, this one coming from the market analyzer, the target is 20,195, which probably we will get, but don't expect anything anymore because the target is right between the two yellow lines. This means this is where the market, you have to start looking for reversals on this market. For the NASDAQ, we were not able to get the 1,000. For the NASDAQ, we usually try to get 1,000 between 10 and 11. We went up to 600. We dropped to plus 100 something. And now we are up again to 635. And the market not helping. The way the market is moving is not really, but it did much better than the swing trading. And today the swing trading, they are very, I mean, they are okay. There are between couple and 3,000, but there is, the ES and the NASDAQ did very well. The YM did very well as well, but it's not like before. The YM, if we have a YM, the DAX is doing very well on the swing trading. The DAX is up to 7,000, but so for the M strategy was not the best day today for the M strategy. We went out it hit the first 1,000, and when we started the webinar, we went up to 700. We dropped down, and then now we are up 635. So this is not really the best performance on the M strategy today. So we did not hit 1,000. We are up to 635, and let's look what's going on in the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, this is the final target right there. The final target on the NASDAQ. Profit taken on the NASDAQ is 20,194. Then kiss it goodbye, it's finished. There's nothing left after that. Maybe there is a chance for the CL. We missed a couple takes. Maybe there is another chance for the CL to close position. The NASDAQ is finished at the target. Right there, your target is 20,195. It's finished. And for the CL, also your target is 5,781, and it's finished. For the morning session, it's finished. It's 11, or 10:55, so by 11 o'clock you should be finished trading. Now it's 10:55, and here's your target coming right on time at 11 o'clock, 57.82. And for the Nasdaq, it is 20,214 profit taken on those numbers. And then you stop trading for today, this morning. And then you come back in the afternoon. Maybe it's gonna get better, but we still have the FOMC at 4:30, which is way far from now, but I don't know. So the market really was not a smooth ride to the long trades. There were really a lot of volatilities, but I mean it's not as bad, but it could have done better. The market, if the market moved, that would have been much better. But the market was swinging between long and short most of the day, and I hate those days where it gradually going up, one step forward, two step backward, one step forward, two step backward. This is really irritating, and we hit the target, it's finished, and there is nothing we can do. Folks, thank you very much for today, and we'll see you another day. Bye for now.